Alright guys, in today's video I got this Troy-Bilt 4-stroke Weedeater for free, and we're going to see if we can get it running. Alright, so I've already taken this bottom cover off, which he is right over here. Just a little bitty guard for the exhaust so you don't burn yourself. I've already taken the screws loose here, and there's one down here. Pop him off, set him to the side. We're going to go ahead and check and see if we have spark. All we got to do is crack it loose, put it up against something metal, which this is a Champion RDZ 19H plug. Champion plug. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and give her a yank, see if we got spark. Which we very clearly do, so that's one thing I can check off the list. So I just went ahead and put a little dribble of gasoline down her throat. We're going to see if she kicks over maybe. Yep. Yep. Make sure I'm out of gas. Which we are. It does indeed run. Now we've got to take care of Mr. Carburetor, because I know for a fact he has issues. And, well, yeah. Pull the fuel cap off. Yeah, I'm not supposed to be able to do that, so sure. I mean, in all reality, it's actually not that dirty down there. I think just for surety though, I am going to take this fuel tank off, because I don't entirely trust what could be in it, causing me issues later, and I more or less might be putting a new carb on it anyways. There you go. And it's just one rubber mount that it pops into, and you got the screw up here with a keeper. Or I guess it's just that screw actually, and that's it. And of course up here we have our breather, which is absolutely soaked in oil, which is not a good sign. 1 and 2. Well, that thing's on there good. Just make sure when you're hitting it, you hit the metallic part. I kind of like that. It's just a slide pin. The head of this goes in front of the screw, and then you just pop it and slide it back, and it pulls tight. And you got a carb actuator. So someone's been in here before, because this has a relatively new gasket, which actually I might try to reuse that. Keyword try. I'm not going to, but I might try. Yeah, fuel primer bowl wouldn't have done anything anyways. Fuel lines rotted off. Ew. If y'all can peek down in there, it doesn't look exactly the cleanest. So yeah, it needs cleaned or a new carb. Well, so I got her ordered, $22.19 for the ordeal. It'll be coming in this Saturday, and we'll chuck her on there. Alright, so here we are with the kit. We got quite a few things that came with it. Spark plug, more fuel line, which now I have more than I know what to do with. Some sort of extra fuel line here. Not entirely sure why they gave you that. Looks like a fuel pickup, nipple or adapter, one of the two. A couple of those springs, some seals. Gaskets, that's important. Of course, the carburetor. Couple fuel primer bowls. Got the plug. Another pickup, probably for the tank. That one's another adapter yet again. And then we got more gaskets that we know what to do with. So, let's go ahead and put this thing back together, yeah? Alright, so I threw the carb assembly back on. Brand new carburetor. Brand new gasket in there. I put the backing plate for the air filter cleaner set up on there. Your crankcase recirculation vent goes into the back side here with this little doodabber. You have to slide him in through the front and hook the hose up. There's a cable for your throttle, which you guys saw relatively earlier. Choke works. That's an actual choke too. You just got 2 screws, tighten them down, hand tight. Don't go too far though, because they're going into plastic. That'd be a bad idea if you strip them out. And then I'm just currently routing fuel lines, and I'll come back to you guys whenever I got a little schematic going on the fuel lines, because if it's anything like a Craftsman, I got to try to figure it out and hope that it's correct. Okay, so I apologize in advance a little bit. I did get a little ahead of myself. Truth be told, these things are extremely easy to work on. Of course, you're on backwards. Okay, so after realizing that I put my lines on like a dumbass, here's how it goes. Put the carburetor on with your gaskets, hook your throttle cable up, choke's on its own, don't even worry about him. The backing plate, you have to put him on with the choke when you go to do that, so make sure you got your gaskets all in line, your carburetor together, and your backing plate for the air breather all in one. So, the top hole, or this top elbow here, is your draw side, so whenever you press the primer bowl, he's going to suck up through here. And then this one that's directly on top of the primer bowl, this fella here, he is your return line. Of course, I fished the fuel line, so it went all the way down here and it sits there and moves. When you put the fuel line in, the return line can come out right there. It doesn't have to go very far in, but the suction line here, he has to go all the way down to the bottom of the tank and be able to move and pick up whatever fuel goes in there. So make sure you got plenty enough in there. New filter every time. Straightforward. Now, enough yakking. Let's go see if this old pile will run. Ignition is on. We're going to go ahead and choke it. So it runs. I got a Weedeater now. The only thing I gotta do now is take these 4 bolts out, switch it around, because the last person who used it was a lefty. I'm a righty. And we have a finished project. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you got any questions, comment down below. Other than that, see you guys in the next one.